a tranquil audio journey designed to gently guide you into a restful and peaceful night's sleep. If you find yourself enjoying this soothing experience and wish to explore more journeys into calming soundscapes, we warmly invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel for a sanctuary of sleep-inducing stories. Before we embark on our starlit train ride through the realm of Evernight, we will begin with a brief breathing guidance to help you unwind and prepare for the journey ahead. If you prefer to drift directly into the story of the Whispering Carriage, you can easily skip ahead to the narrative. Timestamps for each chapter are conveniently located in the video description below. Now, let's take a moment to settle comfortably. Allow your body to relax deeply into your bed, feeling the gentle support beneath you. Adjust your pillows and blankets to create a cozy and secure space, a personal haven of tranquility just for you. Release any tension you might be holding on to, letting your muscles soften and your mind begin to quiet. This is your time to let go of the day's concerns and welcome the serene embrace of Evernight. Prepare to be transported aboard a carriage where gentle whispers of ancient trees and starlight create a pathway to peaceful slumber. Let's begin with a calming breath together. Gently inhale through your nose, feeling the air fill your lungs softly and naturally. Then exhale slowly and smoothly through your mouth, like a quiet sigh of contentment. With each breath, imagine you are breathing in the peaceful starlight of Evernight and breathing out any lingering stress or worries. Picture the soft, rhythmic chugging of the train, the gentle rustling of leaves from the Evernight trees, and the calming glow of constellations above. Let these images fill your mind with a sense of tranquility and ease. If your thoughts begin to drift, that's perfectly natural. Simply acknowledge them without judgment, and then gently guide your attention back to your breath or to the sound of my voice. There's nothing you need to do now except listen and allow the Whispering Carriage to carry you along its tranquil path. Feel the soothing rhythm of the journey, the steady and comforting movement through the night. Let it gently carry away any lingering tensions and guide you towards a state of serene and restful sleep within the magical realm of Evernight. Now, let our journey begin. Chapter 1: Embarkation at the Duskwood Station. As twilight deepened, painting the vast expanse of the Evernight sky with strokes of soft lavender melting into rich indigo, Rowan arrived at the Duskwood Station. This was no ordinary station, echoing with the clamour of hurried footsteps and sharp announcements, but a sanctuary of tranquility nestled within the hushed embrace of an ancient Evernight forest. These were trees unlike any found in waking realms. Their leaves, a deep, shimmering green even in the fading light, rustled with constant whispered secrets carried on the gentlest of breezes. This perpetual murmur was a soothing balm to the soul, a sound that seemed to instantly still the restless thoughts and anxieties of the day. The very air at Duskwood Station was imbued with a fragrance of damp earth, mingled with the subtle sweetness of night-blooming flora, a comforting scent that enfolded Rowan like a soft, familiar embrace, promising promising respite and calm. The platform itself, crafted from slabs of smooth, moss-covered stone, felt cool and grounding beneath Rowan's weary feet. Lanterns, delicate and intricately designed, were suspended with careful grace from the overarching branches of the ebonite trees, each one casting a pool of warm, honeyed light. These gentle illuminations painted the scene in soft, dancing shadows that swayed and shifted with the rhythmic rustling of the leaves, creating an atmosphere of tranquil enchantment. A profound stillness permeated the space, a palpable sense of profound peace that was not only welcoming, but also deeply restorative, inviting a sigh of release from the deepest corners of the heart. Rowan paused for a moment at the edge of the platform, taking a slow, deliberate breath, drawing in the rich scent of pine and damp earth, feeling the subtle fragrance permeate his senses, and with each inhale, he felt the accumulated tensions of the day begin to gently unravel and soften within him, like tightly wound threads slowly loosening. Then, a soft, rhythmic, chugging sound, low and deeply comforting, drifted through the tranquil air. The gentle, almost breath-like sound of the whispering carriage, preparing for its ethereal journey. This was not a train fashioned of harsh steel and roaring steam, but something far more akin to a dream taking tangible form, a vessel of quiet magic. The carriage itself seemed to gleam with a soft, inner luminescence in the diffuse lantern light, its panels crafted from polished dark wood that appeared to hum with a gentle, intrinsic warmth, promising a haven of comfort within. The windows, large and inviting, reflected the nascent starlight just beginning to glimmer through the twilight canopy above, hinting at the celestial voyage that lay ahead. A single, inviting step, crafted from the same moss-covered stone as the platform, led into the carriage, an unassuming portal promising a journey to realms of peaceful wonder unlike anything encountered in the waking world. As Rowan crossed the threshold and stepped aboard the whispering carriage, he was met by a figure as serene and calming as Duskwood Station itself. This was Corvus, the esteemed train conductor, guardian of the whispering carriage, and shepherd of its tranquil journeys. Corvus possessed a gentle, welcoming smile that radiated warmth without intensity, and his eyes, deep pools of calm reflection, held the quiet wisdom gleaned from witnessing countless Evernights unfold their peaceful magic. His voice, when he spoke, was like the softest rustling of silk leaves in a summer breeze, a melodic whisper that calmed and reassured with every syllable. "Welcome to the whispering carriage, Rowan," Corvus greeted, his voice a low, melodic resonance that seemed to vibrate with tranquility itself. "I trust your passage to Duskwood Station has been peaceful and without undue haste." Rowan responded with a slow nod, a small, genuine smile softly touching the corners of his lips. It was remarkably tranquil, more so than I could have anticipated. I find myself feeling a sense of deep calm already, merely by being present in this place. Corvus inclined his head in gentle acknowledgement, then gestured with a graceful hand toward a deeply cushioned seat positioned by a large panoramic window. The seat was upholstered in plush, velvety fabric, draped with shimmering, starlight-woven material that seemed to ripple with captivating captured moonlight. The Evernight realm, Corvus explained, his voice a soothing balm, possesses a unique and gentle way of offering profound solace and quietude to those who seek it. He continued, outlining the evening's journey. Tonight, our path shall wind through the breathtaking Starlight Dome and onwards towards the serene grove of silent echoes. It is a deliberately gentle and unhurried route, carefully designed for peaceful introspection, quiet contemplation, and the profound tranquility that only the heart of the night can truly offer. Corvus then elaborated softly, explaining that the Whispering Carriage was unique in its ethereal nature, travelling not through the tangible landscapes of the waking world, but through the very essence and fabric of night itself, its path divinely guided by the ancient constellations and propelled by the gentle, pervasive magic that permeated every corner of Evernight. With emotions so subtle it was almost imperceptible, the Whispering Carriage began to glide forward, leaving the comforting haven of Duskwood Station and its softly glowing lanterns gently receding into the tranquil twilight behind them. Rowan settled back into the deep embrace of the plush seat, feeling the almost imperceptible motion of the train begin to subtly soothe his senses, rocking him gently like a cradle. Outside the expansive window, the peaceful sanctuary of Duskwood Station slowly receded into the tranquil twilight, the whispering Evernight trees blurring into a soft, verdant edge against the increasingly deep and velvety blue of the Evernight sky. A profound wave of calm washed over Rowan, a tranquil and encompassing embrace that promised a journey deep into the very heart of peaceful dreams and restorative slumber. The soft rhythmic chugging of the train continued, a steady reassuring pulse, like a gentle heartbeat resonating in the profound stillness of the night, a constant lullaby accompanying him on his journey into peace. Chapter 2. Constellations in the Starlight Dome. As the Whispering Carriage glided onward, the landscape outside the windows began to subtly shift, the twilight hues deepening into a profound, velvety darkness. Then, as if a curtain were drawn aside, the carriage entered the Starlight Dome. It was an awe-inspiring vista that unfolded with breathtaking serenity. The sky above was no longer merely a dark canvas, but a boundless expanse teeming with stars, more numerous and brilliant than Rowan had ever imagined possible. They shimmered and pulsed with a gentle inner light, like countless tiny lanterns suspended in the infinite night, each one casting a soft, ethereal glow that bathed the carriage in a warm, celestial luminescence. The Starlight Dome was not just visually stunning, but carried a unique atmosphere of profound tranquility. The air within the carriage seemed to become even lighter, infused with a subtle, almost imperceptible fragrance of night-blooming jasmine, a delicate, sweet scent that further enhanced the sense of peace and serenity. There was a profound silence, deeper than mere absence of sound. It was a silence that seemed to hum with a quiet energy, allowing the softest whispers of the stars themselves to become almost audible. Corvus, with a gentle gesture, directed Rowan's attention towards the panoramic window. "We have entered the Starlight Dome, Rowan," he murmured, his voice a soft whisper against the profound quiet. Observe the constellations here in Evernight. They are not merely patterns of light, but living stories, gently whispered across the cosmos. He pointed to a cluster of stars that shimmered with a particularly warm, golden light. That's the constellation of Serene Slumber. Its whispers tell the tales of peaceful rest and the gentle embrace of dreams. As Rowan gazed at the constellation, he felt a subtle shift in his own thoughts, a calming wave washing over his mind. The stories were not told in words, but in gentle emotional resonances, in feelings of peace and quiet joy that seemed to emanate from the stars themselves. He listened, or rather felt, the gentle narratives unfold. Tales of starlit meadows, of tranquil rivers flowing through moonlit valleys, of soft, comforting breezes carrying the scent of night-blooming flowers. Each story was a lullaby, a soft invitation to let go of worries and embrace the serenity of the night. Corvus then pointed to another constellation, a shimmering silver cluster, and there, the constellation of gentle guidance. Its whispers speak of finding one's path with ease and grace, of trusting the quiet voice within, and moving forward with gentle confidence. As Rowan focused on this constellation, he felt a quiet sense of reassurance settle within him, a feeling of being supported and guided, not by force or urgency, but by a gentle, unwavering presence. The stars seemed to emanate a comforting warmth, like a gentle hand resting reassuringly on his shoulder. He noticed that the light within the carriage seemed to subtly respond to the constellations, shifting in hue and intensity, bathing the interior in soft washes of colour that mirrored the emotions evoked by the star stories. The plush seats seemed to grow even more comfortable, cradling him in a gentle embrace, and the rhythmic chugging of the whispering carriage became a soft, continuous lullaby, weaving seamlessly into the tranquil atmosphere of the Starlight Dome. Rowan took another slow, deep breath, the subtle scent of jasmine filling his senses, and felt a profound sense of peace settle over him, a quiet joy in simply being present in this moment, surrounded by the gentle whispers of the stars. Looking back out at the vast expanse of the Starlight Dome, Rowan felt a sense of wonder and profound relaxation wash over him. The constellations, no longer distant points of light, felt like gentle companions on this tranquil journey, their whispered stories weaving a tapestry of peace and serenity around him. He closed his eyes for a moment, simply listening to the soft hum of the carriage, feeling the gentle warmth of the starlight filtering through the windows, and allowing the calming whispers of the constellations to soothe his mind and body. The journey through the Starlight Dome was a gentle immersion in celestial peace, a passage through starlit stories that whispered of tranquility and quiet joy, guiding him deeper into the heart of Evernight's serene embrace. As the whispering carriage continued its gentle glide, Rowan felt a growing sense of anticipation for the next destination, the grove of silent echoes, carrying with them the lingering warmth of the starlight and the soothing whispers of the constellations, already feeling more relaxed and at peace than he had in a long while. The Starlight Dome, with its celestial lullabies and gentle illumination, was a perfect prelude to the deeper serenity that awaited further along the tranquil path of the Evernight journey. Chapter 3: The Grove of Silent Echoes. Leaving the celestial expanse of the Starlight Dome behind, the Whispering Carriage began a gentle descent, the starlight gradually softening, replaced by a different kind of luminescence emanating from the world outside. As Rowan gazed out of the window, he noticed that the star-filled darkness was giving way to a soft, ethereal glow, as if the very air itself was beginning to shimmer with a gentle light. Soon, the outlines of trees began to emerge from the darkness, tall and slender, their branches reaching towards the sky like delicate illuminated fingers. The Whispering Carriage was entering the Grove of Silent Echoes. As the train glided smoothly into the grove, Rowan was enveloped in an atmosphere of profound peace and quietude, different even from the tranquil Starlight Dome. Here, the light was softer, more diffuse, emanating from the trees themselves. They were ancient, luminous trees, their bark a pale, silvery hue, and their leaves shimmering with an internal light that pulsed with a slow, calming rhythm. A gentle hum seemed to emanate from the grove as a whole, a low, resonant sound that vibrated not in the ears, but deep within the chest, a comforting and grounding frequency. The air in the Grove of Silent Echoes was still and peaceful, carrying a scent of damp wood and rich earth, a grounding aroma that evoked a sense of deep connection to the natural world. There was a profound sense of stillness, yet it was not a lifeless silence, but a silence filled with a gentle, almost imperceptible whispering, the silent echoes of the grove's name. These were not echoes of sound, but echoes of feeling, of gentle memories and quiet thoughts, resonating softly within the tranquil air. Corvus turned to Rowan, his expression serene. "We have arrived in the Grove of Silent Echoes, Rowan," he whispered, his voice barely audible above the gentle hum of the trees. "This is a place of quiet reflection, where the echoes of moments past gently resonate within the present. It's a place to listen to the soft whispers of your own heart without judgment or urgency." He indicated a small, starlit balcony that extended from the side of the carriage. "If you wish, you may step onto the balcony for a time, to more fully immerse yourself in the grove's tranquility." Rowan felt a gentle curiosity and a deep sense of peace beckoning him towards the balcony. He nodded to Corvus and stepped out onto the small platform, feeling the cool, still air of the grove against his skin. The balcony was bathed in a soft, starlight, filtered light, and from here the grove unfolded in its full, tranquil beauty. The luminous trees stretched in every direction, their gentle hum filling the air, their leaves rustling softly, even though there seemed to be no breeze. He closed his eyes for a moment, simply listening to the sounds, the low hum, the almost imperceptible rustling, and the distant murmur of a hidden stream, allowing the tranquil atmosphere to wash over him. Opening his eyes again, Rowan gazed out at the grove, feeling a profound sense of calm settle within him. Gentle thoughts and memories began to surface, not with sharp edges or emotional intensity, but softly, like fallen leaves drifting to the forest floor. He remembered small, peaceful moments from his life, a quiet sunset watched from a hilltop, a moment of laughter shared with a friend, the feeling of warm sunlight on his face on a cool morning. These memories were not accompanied by longing or regret, but simply by a gentle sense of quiet appreciation, like observing delicate wildflowers blooming in a peaceful meadow. He noticed that the grove seemed to encourage a gentle detachment from the usual rush of thoughts and worries. Ideas and concerns that might normally have felt pressing or urgent now seemed to drift and dissipate like mist in the morning sun. There was no pressure to analyze or solve anything, just an invitation to simply observe, to allow thoughts and feelings to come and go without clinging to them, like watching clouds drift across a peaceful sky. The Grove of Silent Echoes was a place for gentle acceptance, a sanctuary where the mind could rest and find solace in the quietude of the present moment. After a while, feeling deeply refreshed and profoundly calm, Rowan stepped back inside the Whispering Carriage, carrying with him the gentle echoes of the grove and the quiet peace it offered. He rejoined Corvus in the softly lit carriage, a serene smile gracing his lips. The Grove of Silent Echoes had been a balm for the soul, a place of gentle introspection and quietude that had deepened the sense of tranquility he had found on this extraordinary journey through Evernight. The Whispering Carriage, with its promise of further serene landscapes, continued its gentle glide into the heart of the peaceful night. Chapter 4. The Cloudspun Valley of Dreams. Leaving the tranquil grove of silent echoes behind, the Whispering Carriage began to ascend gently, a subtle upward motion that was barely perceptible, yet hinted at a shift in the landscape once more. As Rowan gazed out the window, the luminous trees gradually thinned, giving way to an even more ethereal vista. The air outside seemed to grow lighter, almost buoyant, and a sense of weightlessness began to subtly pervade the carriage itself. Then, as the train crested a gentle rise, the Cloudspun Valley of Dreams unfolded before them in a breathtaking panorama of serene beauty. It was a valley unlike any Rowan had ever imagined, filled not with earth and stone, but with clouds, soft, luminous clouds, drifting lazily below, stretching as far as the eye could see in gentle, undulating waves. These were no ordinary clouds of vapour and water, but clouds imbued with a dreamlike quality, shimmering with a soft inner light that reflected the starlight from above, casting a gentle, ethereal glow over the entire valley. The clouds drifted and swirled in slow motion, shapes constantly shifting and reforming, creating an ever-changing tapestry of serene forms. The air within the carriage became even lighter and sweeter, carrying a delicate, almost imperceptible fragrance, like spun sugar or the faintest hint of honeydew melon. The gentle hum of the Whispering Carriage seemed to soften even further, blending seamlessly with the tranquil atmosphere, almost becoming one with the quietude of the cloudscape. A profound sense of detachment began to settle upon Rowan, a gentle separation from the concerns and burdens of the everyday world, as if the very air itself was lifting away worries and anxieties. Corvus, with his characteristic gentle smile, turned to Rowan. "Welcome to the Cloudspun Valley of Dreams, Rowan," he whispered, his voice as light and airy as the clouds themselves. Here, the very essence of dreams permeates the air, and worries dissolve like mist in the morning sun. It is a place of gentle detachment and serene contemplation. He then offered Rowan a small delicate cup filled with a steaming pale lavender liquid. "Please, Rowan, allow me to offer you some moon petal tea. It is known in Evernight for its calming properties and is especially soothing in this dreamlike valley." Rowan gratefully accepted the cup, its warmth feeling comforting in his hands. He brought it to his lips, inhaling the delicate floral aroma of the moon petal tea, a scent that was both calming and subtly uplifting. He took a slow sip, the tea warm and smooth, with a gentle, sweet taste that lingered pleasantly on his tongue. As he sipped the tea, he turned his gaze back to the cloudscapes drifting outside the window, feeling a deeper sense of relaxation and tranquility settling within him with each swallow. Watching the clouds drift lazily below, Rowan felt his mind begin to quieten even further. Thoughts seemed to lose their urgency, floating by like the clouds themselves, without demanding attention or resolution. He observed the ever-shifting shapes of the cloud formations, some resembling soft, rolling hills, others like fantastical creatures taking flight, and still others like abstract patterns of light and shadow. Each form was ephemeral, constantly changing and dissolving into the next, reminding him of the transient nature of thoughts and emotions, gently encouraging a sense of non-attachment. The rhythmic motion of the whispering carriage continued its soothing rhythm like a gentle rocking motion, further enhancing the feeling of peaceful detachment. The warm moon petal tea infused him with a sense of inner calm, and the serene vista of the Cloudspun Valley of Dreams enveloped him in a tranquil embrace. He leaned back in the plush seat, feeling his muscles relax and his mind become increasingly still, simply allowing himself to be present in this moment, suspended between the starlit sky above and the dreamlike cloudscapes below. As the whispering carriage continued its gentle passage through the Cloudspun Valley, Rowan felt himself drifting further into a state of profound relaxation, a peaceful serenity that bordered on the edge of sleep. The valley, with its ethereal clouds, calming tea, and gentle atmosphere, was a perfect sanctuary for unwinding and letting go, a tranquil haven on the journey towards the ultimate peace of the Serene Slumbering Glade. The soft chugging of the train and the whisper-like atmosphere of the Cloudspun Valley combined to create a lullaby for the soul, gently guiding him closer to restful slumber. Chapter 5: Arrival at the Serene Slumbering Glade. As the whispering carriage continued its serene journey, the cloudscapes of the Valley of Dreams slowly began to thin, the ethereal mist parting to reveal a gentle light growing in the distance. The soft, dreamy atmosphere of the valley began to subtly shift, replaced by a sense of quiet anticipation, a feeling of drawing closer to a place of ultimate peace. The rhythmic chugging of the train, so constant and comforting throughout the journey, gradually softened, slowing its pace with almost imperceptible grace, until, with a barely noticeable pause, the whispering carriage came to a complete and silent stop. Rowan opened his eyes, feeling deeply rested and profoundly calm. Looking out of the window, he was met with a scene of exquisite tranquility, the Serene Slumbering Glade. It was a clearing bathed in a soft, ethereal light, a gentle radiance that seemed to emanate from the very air itself. The light was not bright or sharp, but a diffused, soothing glow that bathed everything in a peaceful luminescence, casting no harsh shadows, only gentle gradients of light and shade. The glade was filled with fragrant blossoms, soft hues of lavender and pale pink, mingling amidst lush green foliage. Delicate flowers, like honeydew blossoms, shimmered with tiny droplets of dew, their sweet fragrance permeating the air, creating a calming and uplifting aroma. Gentle streams trickled through the glade, their soft murmuring sounds like nature's own lullaby, blending with the almost imperceptible rustling of leaves from unseen trees bordering the clearing. A profound sense of peace permeated the glade, a tangible tranquility that seemed to hum with a quiet, restorative energy. Corvus turned to Rowan, a warm and gentle smile illuminating his face. "We have arrived, Rowan," he whispered softly, his voice filled with a gentle contentment. "Welcome to the Serene Slumbering Glade. This is the culmination of our journey, a place of ultimate tranquility where peace resides in every breath and every whisper of the breeze." He gestured towards the carriage door, already open and inviting. "I encourage you to spend some time here, to fully embrace the peace you have found on our journey and allow it to carry you into a night of truly restful sleep." Rowan nodded, a serene smile mirroring Corvus's own. He rose from his plush seat and stepped off the whispering carriage, placing his feet onto the soft, mossy ground of the glade. The air here felt incredibly light and pure, infused with the calming scents of lavender and honeydew, each breath a gentle balm to the soul. As he stepped away from the train, the gentle presence of the whispering carriage seemed to recede slightly, allowing the full tranquility of the glade to envelop him. He wandered a few steps into the glade, observing the soft, ethereal light bathing the flowers, listening to the gentle murmur of the streams, feeling the soft moss beneath his feet. Everywhere he looked, there was a sense of peaceful harmony, a perfect balance of light, sound, and scent, all conspiring to create an atmosphere of profound serenity. He closed his eyes for a moment, taking a deep, slow breath, filling his lungs with the fragrant air, and felt a wave of complete relaxation wash over him, from the top of his head to the tips of his toes. Standing there in the serene, slumbering glade, Rowan felt completely at peace, all traces of stress or worry having dissolved completely during his journey on the whispering carriage. His mind was quiet, his body relaxed, and his heart filled with a gentle contentment. He felt a deep sense of gratitude for this tranquil journey, and for the peaceful haven he had found at its end. A perfect state of mind for drifting into a night of deep and restorative slumber. As Rowan stood peacefully in the glade, the soft chucking sound of the whispering carriage gently faded into the distance, the train continuing its silent journey to welcome other travellers seeking solace and tranquility. Left alone in the serene, slumbering glade, bathed wrapped in its soft light and fragrant air, Rowan felt utterly serene, ready to surrender to the gentle embrace of sleep, carrying with him the tranquil echoes of Evernight and the promise of peaceful, dream-filled slumber that awaited. And so, dear listener, may you also find such peace and drift gently into a restful sleep, carrying the serenity of the Whispering Carriage and the serene, slumbering glade with you into your dreams.